no debt, all debt is paid, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, and every time it chings, money comes to me. Money flows in so abundantly, from the top, left, right, and abundantly. Way, money, flow, money, made, flowing in and out, plus money saved. No debt, all debt is paid, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, and every time it chings, money comes to me. Money flows in so abundantly, from the top.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, way, while my money waves. Money flow, money made, flowing in and out, plus money saved. No debt, all debt is paid, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, and every time it chings, money comes to me. Money flows in so abundantly, from the top, left, right, and abundantly. Way, while my money waves. Money flow, money made, flowing in and out, plus money saved. No debt, all debt is paid, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, and every time it chings, money comes to me. Money flows in so abundantly, from the top, left, right, and abundantly. Yeah. Way, while my money wave. Money flow, money made, flowing in and out, plus money saved. No debt,
all debt is paid. All debt is paid.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I will see all of it in this moment. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Do y'all know that Lamar stayed and talked to me until almost midnight?
Good ideas flowing.
Oh my God. So then he said, I think I'm gonna just stay. I said, there's no place to stay. So I set up the wellness room because my girlfriend and her daughter are here upstairs. And so I put him down here. And so when I fixed the room and did all that stuff and gave him everything he needed, he was like, this is really like a experience. he said, I don't even know. He was like, you do this for everybody? Because all my travels, every time I travel, I never use the body wash and stuff. So I just got finished this whole tour, and at the tour I stayed at the Four Seasons. So I bought all a body gel and stuff. So I gave that, the white towels and all that stuff, and then fixed the bed up. And he said, it's lights in here? So he turned on the lights. I got these like hanging curtain lights. So he turned on the curtain lights, and then I turned on the diffuser. And he was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get up on time. It's so funny. It's funny when I usually always have women here, so to have a man experience it like that was very interesting.
That's great.
Yeah, but he had to leave at 2 because he drive truck, so he had to go. Like, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. So he was like, "This was so nice, but I gotta go. I don't want to, but I gotta go." So he woke me up at like 2:30. But yeah, but he was excited. He was like, "Oh my God, you know some amazing people." I said, "Of course, you know that."
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm. Yes. He was like, "Oh my God." He talked about Dr. Loretta the most. He was like,
"You did?
She's heavy. She's heavy hitter. Heavy.
All right now.
He's so meek and mild, but he comes with a whole lot of experience and a whole lot of people. Yeah.
Skills.
That when he showed me the video of the event, it was just people and 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 more people. That was last Sunday.
And what was it called?
His place is called the Melanin Marketplace. And so he
And what was that? A festival of sorts?
he just did like a vendors event to bring Black businesses together.
Okay.
And people come and, you know, shop and, you know, experience these
Networking.
Yeah. So he had 350 vendors
Vendors. Wow.
in one place.
And where was it?
In Jersey, in Pennsauken.
Pennsauken. Ain't seen that many Black folks ever.
Right, exactly.
Because my church is Lindenwold, you know, those neighborhoods down around there are interesting.
Yeah, yes. Definitely not a lot of melanated people in those spaces. So here we are again. Happy Friday. It's Friday.
So when did he show up at your place?
Yesterday, maybe around 4-ish.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
He had called, so we had been talking back and forth. I met Mar in 2020 at a content creation weekend in Miami. And he was like, we going to get together. And so he ended up interviewing me on the Melanin Marketplace podcast.
Uh-huh.
And then I ain't see him no more after that. And so when I got to Atlanta, I'm like, I'm here, gotta get together. I'm here, gotta get together. I'm here, gotta get together. And he's like, all right, we're gonna get together, we're gonna get together. And then the next thing I know, I see him at the airport with the 18-wheeler talking about, I'm here picking stuff up. You know, I'm at the airport on a different, you know, thing, because now he's, you know, driving trucks and got the 2 trucks that he owns. And so I'm like, I'm going to the airport in the trucks. When we doing that? And so he still never responded to anything because everything was on his social media stuff. And so yesterday he said, oh my goodness, you've been left me this message. And so he was like, I gotta come over there. I said, when you coming? Gave him the face. He was like, I'm coming this weekend. I said, okay, this weekend is good. And then he was like, you know what? What you doing right now? I said, what you doing right now? I said, I'm in the house. He said, well, I'm coming. So he
I think now is the word.
Yes, now is the word.
Good now.
And so, yeah, because you can't, you know, tell. And now he got, you know, he's like, I just got to put you in front of some people. Like, I got people I could put you in front of, like right now. And so
see, now is the word.
Let's do it. Why is my light wrong? Hold on. The light is not right.
That's great. I liked him.
Yeah, he's so meek. Like he don't really carry that big stick he do. Like you got a whole lot of power in what you've been doing. And you know, us, we're all looking to build and grow. And so we need to definitely be connected to that network.
Yeah, I want to pivot on into that group.
Yeah.
my powers and my willingness to pivot. I'll pivot.
Yep. You can definitely do that. And connect.
And get them to call me by my real name, my government.
Your government name. Yeah. He definitely has that space. The Melanin Marketplace. You can become a member of the Melanin Marketplace for free. You just got to go there and put your information in, who you are, what you do. He has an app in relationship to the Melanin Marketplace too. So when people come onto the marketplace looking for a vendor, you could potentially be one of the people that they look for. I also found, what's it called? For people who are like coaches and whatnot, there's a thing called Core Spirit I found yesterday. Core Spirit, you can be, Is it Core Spirit? Let me make sure it's Core Spirit. Core. Yes, corespirit.com. Corespirit.com is a space for coaches and healers and Reiki masters and shamans and energy healers and all of that, all in one place. Practitioners can register for free on there. But what I also like is that you can go on there and find somebody who has the type of modality that you want. And you can either pay $38 a month and see as many. It was probably over 100 different types of practitioners that I saw on there yesterday. Wow. They'll have, some of them have like $10 sessions, $50 sessions, $70 sessions, all kinds of people on there. I thought that was amazing. I said, thank you, Lord, for another space to push into. So take a look at corespirit.com and see if you see any way that it can help you. Oh, matter of fact, didn't they gave me a code. Hold on. Don't just go. Let me get the code. It's really nice. And this is something I must have found it a long time ago. And then I was going through my pictures and I had screenshotted it. And so I said, oh, let me look at it again. And it was so decent. So let me share it with you. You know, anything about healing and being is always a good place to be. So I put the link there. But yeah, so it's day 136 of the law of attraction. My. Y'all, who these folks? Who these people? Who are these committed people?
We're the ones. That's who we are.
The one.
The ones.
The ones. Absolutely the ones. And so I'm so grateful for just having the planner to be such an amazing guide for us. You know, the guide to help us to really get to the work of our hearts and the work of our dreams. And the more people like Lamar show up, and then in a week or so, Sir will be here. You know, when you look back at the things that we have been writing, the things that we have been hoping to manifest, as we write the vision and make it plain, and as these things, these people start to show up,
we set up a force field for them to come in on.
Oh my goodness. I mean, how that's not a coincidence that Mark will come with.
There is no coincidence. Those are called synchronicities. Those are divine appointments. Coincidence is something that that's the world's word, but it's not a coincidence. No, it's a synchronicity. It's a divine appointment. They come in on the signal we set out.
Yeah, I said, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's not a coincidence. You know, he's absolutely somebody who fits into the things that I asked for.
Okay.
That we asked for. When
all right.
No, I'm just saying I was in agreement. That's what I was saying. Like, you know,
I guess what I'm saying is I reject the whole word coincidence, and that's on me, not you. So, all right. I'm shutting up now.
No need, because you the heavy hitter in the building. That's what Mark said.
Well, to hear that.
Oh yeah, he said. Ooh.
I've been called lots of things, and that's a nice one.
Yeah, he said, ooh, she heavy. I showed them some of the pictures from the 50th taping. I showed them pictures from the gala. As a matter of fact, check your email because Sinead texted me yesterday and said the gala of this year is June the 1st.
God told me shut up.
Okay, all right. Well, moving on.
Here's my shut up.
Yeah.
I want us to have our own gala.
Yeah, we could do that. We can do that for sure.
Yeah, we can do that with this boy in the park. We have our own gala.
Absolutely. He
And
definitely.
we could call it Manifest.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it? Manifest?
Manifest.
Manifest.
Mana-hyphen fest.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, that could work.
It could definitely work.
Manifest.
Well, Sherry, you on it with your hot pink lady and your new haircut.
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And all those beautiful roses.
Keisha in the building. Rakisha's in the building. What?
Nice.
And all those beautiful roses.
Yeah, you know, they smell so good. Look.
Mm.
Mm.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna have to take a couple and drop them in my bath.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely take one.
Get some candles too.
I will, Alan.
So really, oh my goodness. So we just know that everything
Manifest. I'm still back on the
Isn't
gala.
that beautiful? I'm seeing it now too. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's woo woo.
And my booth, hi, look at her out there. And my booth is gonna look like a vintage Queen's booth should look. I'll be in the vintage Queen booth. Ah,
sound like Manifest 2023.
yeah. Sounds right to me. I'm writing it down.
Okay, write it down, make it plain, write down
Make it plain.
what you think about the Mana Festival.
2023.
2023, summer 2023.
Mhm.
Brenda, you got a t-shirt in mind?
Who?
Yes, we'll put
I want to do,
ching
I
ching,
want to
ching
say-
goes the money tree.
I want
Go,
vintage.
Brenda.
I want vintage Queen t-shirts with my trademark on it. The Queen has a face, you know. She's got long eyelashes and a little smile and a crown on the top of the Q, and the Q comes down and it's a necklace, Sherry. The tail on the Q, it comes down. It's a little necklace, and
Reminds me of
V-
you.
huh?
Alan said it
The
reminds
queen
him
reminds me of you.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, the long eyelashes and the smile and the crown, yeah, that's me.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. And so write down everything about Mana Festival for 2023, what it looks like, what it feels like, what you think about it. And yeah, we'll develop it out. And with Mara on the team, Mara make it happen. Period.
So vintage Queen products, Sherry, what kind of there should be a Queen crown line.
So every brand should have merchandise. Every
Yeah,
brand
merch.
Yeah, definitely.
should have a
Absolutely.
t-shirt, at least
Absolutely.
minimally a t-shirt, keychains, pins,
Cap.
baseball cap,
I love it.
And-
Manifest.
A
I-
tote,
tote
some
bag.
kind of tote
bag.
bag.
My vintage likes hoodies. They do, but they have to be cute, you know, and blinged out, not thuggy looking, you know.
You said not
And we know
thuggy
how to do
looking?
cute and bling
Yeah,
out.
well, the thugs wear hoodies, but our
Not
hoodies
thuggy
are
looking,
cute.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Our hoodies are cute, you know.
yeah, we like I think hoodies are definitely a staple for most merchandise brands. So
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
So all of those things are something. And once you have your logo, then the logo just goes on everything.
Everything, yeah.
Mhm.
Clothes and everything. So every brand should have merchandise.
Merch.
Even manifest, because some people will want to wear
Yes.
something that says manifest. It's so powerful.
Absolutely.
And you certainly have to have shopping bags for manifest.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
What I will do is I will, where'd my pen go? I don't know where my pen went. Must have fallen down. That's okay. We got lots more.
Did these are the planner people making a deal with you yet, Darlene?
Yes. So for 2023, I just have to commit to 1,500 planners, and they will brand them with my logo on them, and then I will be able to make more money selling them. So it should be very interesting.
Ching.
Ching,
Goes
ching,
the money tree.
they go
Every time a ching money comes to me.
We're gonna start selling. I'm gonna start selling planners.
Making money while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
Yes.
I'm gonna start selling 2023 planners in September.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Matter of fact, right now.
Now is the word.
Let me get you.
Now is the word of the day.
Yes, now o'clock.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Let's see. And so this is so, pivotal to what happens when you bring people together in like minds, people who have determined what their life purpose is, knowing what you want. If money and time were not an obstacle, what would you want? What would you have? Where would you live? What would you do? Who would you serve? What people would you serve? Would you serve men or women or children? Knowing what that is, and then creating the mission and the vision statement for your life. When you think about the mission and the vision statement for your life, it's no different from when you go to work for a job, right? The job says, this is our mission and this is our vision. So your mission could very well be, I want to make sure that no woman in transition ever goes homeless. And then you say, what does that look like? That becomes the vision. So the vision is, I will have multiple multi-family homes, apartment complexes, duplexes, triplexes, where I will house women and children. So determine.
I will have mobile training centers where they can take their skill set, climb up on this step van, and it's equipped with computerized programs for them to take their classes, and we drive it to them wherever they are.
So absolutely. So that's what you should have written.
Like the bookmobile. But it's techmobile. They come and get their
Gwen. Come on, Gwen. I love it. But yeah, so whatever your mission is, that should be on one paper. And then your vision, everything that you just said, Dr. Long, should be on another paper with all of the vision on there, because that's the part that God needs you to make plain so that he can make that part happen.
The strategy part.
Yeah, so you don't have to come up with the how, you just have to come up with all of what you said written down, because today is Friday, for the last 5 days, you have given multiple visions of things, all different. And so you have to keep track and write all of those down, because they're all a part of your vision. Yeah. Because you just told us a mobile van, and I don't even know. It was a few things this week that you said. So
I said that I was going to have a whole self-education academy attached to my learning center.
Absolutely. So all of that is part of the vision. So it has to be written down. And Gwen said, let us know, we can order the 2023 planners so we can start ordering them in advance. Absolutely, Gwen.
Hey, Darlaina,
ma'am,
make sure Gwen is on your sales team. That girl could sell you the Brooklyn Bridge, okay?
Gee, I didn't know it was for sale. How much is it, Gwen?
Listen, let me tell you something. if I could like squeeze my little self on this much of Gwen's plate, because I already know that plate is hella full. But the last time we heard her talk about the things that she was working on, I got sleepy.
I know my head spins. Please.
She started saying this program and that program, and
That's right. And all her programs need to have that planner.
yes. Oh, hey, hey,
Way.
hey, hey. Okay, all right. Well,
And we know the LCA gonna buy it.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. And by the time, but in the next 30 days, everything that I have been working on will look very different. Because they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Exactly.
All of the people that's coming with the websites and the footage and all of that. I took a class yesterday on creating reels and the thing that this lady said, she said, when you think about your social media, she comes from TV. She was a producer for A&E. And she said, when you think about whatever it is that you posting, think about it as a movie trailer.
Things to come. Mhm.
These movie trailers, the movie ain't even. Lady Smackdown is in the building. Yes, she is. Welcome. Gwen said, hey, Bridget, Lady Smackdown is in the house. But she said, think about, and that really changed everything. Because think about the movies that you watch. You watch them based on the trailers.
Sure.
Determine whether or not to go to the movies when the trailers come out. And then when you go to the movies, what do they show you? 10 more trailers. So you can see these movies coming soon next year, coming soon, and then, and you start thinking in your mind, making mental notes of the movies you want to see based on the trailers that they showed you. So think about when you're doing your own social stuff, think about it as a mini trailer.
That's a good point.
It's a trailer.
Good point.
Yeah, it's a trailer for everything. And so she said, 1 minute. No, 1 reel, 1 minute, 1 million. So it literally takes 1 reel, 1 minute to hit 1 million people. You just don't know which one of your reels will do it. Your reels or your TikTok. She said reels have a 14-day lifespan. So you could put a reel up today well, but on day 13, it could go bananas. Whereas your posts have a 24-hour window. So that's why they put that. So Instagram is really pushing reels because of TikTok. Because TikTok then came in and everybody been there since the pandemic started. And so they're trying to really work hard to become relevant. So when you start thinking about planning your content out, think about planning it in video format. She said, video format is winning. Video format on Instagram, video format on Facebook, everywhere you are, YouTube, all of that is pushing towards video format. People are consuming videos quick. And you got 3 seconds to
the videos can only be a minute long.
A minute long, but it's remember, it's a trailer. It's a trailer to lead them back to you or to whatever it is that you're doing. And the right editor can make it happen. The right editor. And then when you go onto these social platforms anyway, most of when you're uploading, it's only a minute. It's only a minute. So let me see. In 1 minute, you want to use a text or a movement hook, and that means that they're going to see you moving, so they're going to look. Or you write a text that says something like 3 steps to living your best life, and so they get hooked in those first couple of seconds because they want to know what's the 3 things that's going to help me live my best life. And then The second part to that is adding the value and deliver on the promise that you told them in the text. What's the 3 things? 1, get up early. 2, eat a good breakfast. 3, hire me. And then give them a call to action in that same 1 minute. Follow me, go get my free offer, whatever it is in that 1 minute thing. And she said, change the thoughts of when you are posting and determine what you're posting for. She called it posting with a purpose. Posting with a purpose will help you to have a plan. So what is the purpose of the post? Is the post to get you more followers? Is the post to educate? Or is the post for entertainment? So determining what the post is for. And then she came up with one more thing she said. I screenshot it because it was too long.
There a course that you can sell, Darlaina?
Yes.
A course.
Yeah,
because that's a way to scale. That's a way to
Yep.
scale up, and
Yep.
also a way to
Yep.
kind of sell something while you're sleeping.
Yep.
Something that you put together one time, but it can just keep selling.
I
That's
have-
what keeps
That's
going
what-
through my mind.
That's what I'm working on with Mastermind.
I have multiple courses already done. That's the crazy part. So she called it the escape method. Escape is E, establish your brand. S, strategic storytelling. C, create to relate.
Create to relate. I like that.
Relate because you want to relate to your people, to your avatar. And then A is ask. That's asking for the money, asking for the follow, asking for something. And then P, plan to pivot if need be, because the pivoting is,
There's my word.
yeah, plan to pivot if what you're putting up is not working, to pivot in a different direction. And the escape part is people come to see your content to escape from their life. So give them binge-worthy content that will keep them looking at whatever it is that you have. And that's how these apps and algorithms end up working, because they want people to stay on the page longer. So if your content is helping you to stay on, then absolutely they will push your content even more. And then that will drive up how many followers you have. It will drive
E and
up.
S again. E is and
Hold on. E is establish your brand.
okay.
Yeah. And S is strategic storytelling.
Oh,
Mhm. She has her website is one the ONEMIN and stories, oneminstories.com. Her name is Star. She's really, really cute, very personable and everything. But don't try to get on her calendar unless you're ready to spend some money, because she'll ask you, her calendar says working with Star could be up to $1,500. Are you ready to either make an investment with a payment plan? And if you're not, I'll put in the chat. If you're not ready to do that, she said the call will be canceled until you're ready.
yeah, don't be.
But she's everywhere. She's on YouTube. She's on Instagram. She's one of the people that I really have found that really gives good content for free before you even have to hire her. So she's really good. And then it's another lady. What is her name? I'm gonna think of her name. This lady is on. Did I screenshot her too? Let me see. This other lady, she's a bad mamma jamma. Somebody was saying something to her about something, and she said, while you sitting out here talking, I've already created multiple millionaires and six-figure income earners with the information that I share, and I teach for free. I'm not one of those people that you got to come to my page, and when you come to my page, I'm charging you for everything that happens. Ooh, okay, you better say that. So I did go to her page, and she does have a lot of free stuff. She has paid stuff too, but a lot of free stuff. I have to find her. Is this her? Nope.
When you find those two, would you put them in my email, please?
I surely will. I surely
Thank
will.
you.
So yeah, so it's so important to find people. You know, remember we talked about finding people who have your result and
Yes,
follow them.
yes.
So, you know, it's not a coincidence that these ladies have popped up in my feed and just amazing. Star, the lady 1 minute stories, she popped up in my feed, and what attracted me to her was how many transitions she was doing in this 1 minute. And then she shared testimonials of people that she helped. So imagine people that you've worked with doing a video testimonial for you, or sending you an audio testimonial. Because what she did was she showed herself holding her phone, and then she played the video testimonial of the woman doing it. And that was a 1 minute reel. So we can repurpose how people tell us the things that they tell us.
Yeah, that's great.
And when I saw it, how much so was that of Michelle Jewell when she gave me that written testimonial, and I just audio it and played it to a video. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
Except I didn't know that I was doing something that I didn't know. But absolutely take those testimonials that you have and get those testimonials up on your websites, get those testimonials up in your social places. You know, create the testimonials as a video reel too, a small video of, maybe you take a whole bunch of pictures of written testimonials that you have, and they become still shots that you can just add one by one, and they become a movie of pictures. So all of those things can be done within those applications. And so really just working to get the visibility that we need. This is one of the most easiest times to build. When you think about the Tabitha Browns of the world, Kev on Stage, Just Hilarious, even Justin Bieber, they were all found on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. That's where they came from. They didn't come from TV. See,
No, they didn't.
They came from social media. Cardi B was a dancer, and she got found out by being on a reality TV show. And she gave the examples of Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. Now, when they got famous because they got in front of the lights, camera, and action at their time, because there was no social media. But the moment they got that visibility, that's when they really started to blow up. Oprah became an anchor. Tyler Perry got started doing the plays, getting in, and when the plays hit DVD, not DVD, VCR, VHS, that's when he got the visibility. And so when you look at those people are no different than us. They come from all of the same places that we come from.
The modality is just different.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different. Just Hilarious, over 2 million or 3 million followers. This girl came straight from Instagram, doing funny skits on Instagram. Now she is a traveling comedian. And she's from Baltimore. Just somebody with some talent that decided to take her talent and put it on social media. And that's the other thing. When you think about establishing your brand, establish your brand in a way that is not confusing to people. You know, and that's what Mar was telling me. He said, you got to pick one thing and stick with the one thing, and then
Yeah.
the one thing becomes the magnet, and then you can talk about all the other things that you do.
Yeah, that's what he talked about last night.
Once you get people in your community, because you know, I have so much. I got my book, I got the house, it's this, all this. And he said all of that is part of who you. So you just need to be marketing you and what you do only. Okay. And
Yeah.
so that's the establish the brand part. And so once that part is not confusing, you will absolutely build that. And so, and I noticed that about one of my friends here in Atlanta. She calls herself, she's a divorce attorney. So she calls herself the breakup lawyer. So she started as the breakup lawyer after me on TikTok. And because she's been only the breakup lawyer, talking about custody issues, talking about what not to say in court, telling people what not to do. Don't not let the other parent see the kids, like all of that. The judge will look at it wrong. So she does all of that in these 1-minute skits using trendy sounds and all of that. And she's probably up to like 30,000, 40,000 followers just from doing one thing. And so when I think about that, it's like, what does my social look like? It looks like all of the things. And so we need to fix it till it's one thing. And so once you start seeing all of that turn around and you focus on the main thing, then all of the followers, all of the everything will absolutely follow suit. If you pick one thing, which for most of us is us, we are the thing. We are the thing. You know, and so if it's something that you want to build, then think about that niche and then go there and stay there. Write that vision, make that vision plain. Because I find it finally like clicked. Like, yeah, I see why some people can come in and go bananas because they stick to the one thing. And that's the same thing that Star said as well. And when you talk to these coaches that are available out here, that's what they ask you. They ask you all the questions to get you to determine what is the one thing. So determine your one thing that will be the magnet to everything. So I guess that's the message for the day. Because at the end of the day, we come here to manifest. We come here to build, to grow. So how do we build and how do we grow? Once we
came up with the festival, we came up with lists of stuff to do, and we came up with how to do reels. We did a lot this morning.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And for me to go ahead and start selling my 1,500 planners.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for everything because we are all multifaceted people. You know, it's going to be very easy for you to, once you step out there, like look at Eric Thomas. He started with YouTube. Thank God it's Monday. That's it. Thank God it's Monday. He up before everybody else. Thank God it's Monday. And so he does that. And then he went from thank God it's Monday to getting his PhD to now being on every speaking tour, speaking to the NFL, major corporations, the NBA.
Darlaina.
Yes.
This is Lady Smackdown. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Smackdown.
The idea that came back to me is a mini tour. You need a mini tour. But every person that's on this call, find somewhere to be in their city. Plan a mini tour. And we go to these places in every city because something that hasn't changed is word of mouth.
No.
And all social media is a big form of word of mouth.
Absolutely.
When we get to connecting to each other in every city that's represented on this call, like we got a lady that's in whole Canada. Come on now. Excuse me. So the connections is there. We are the power strings to each
Yeah.
other.
Absolutely.
We have the connections. We have the resources. We have enough for what we need right here in this circle to make it happen. All we have to do is do it.
Okay.
You understand? Show up. Show up in each one of the cities. Or we pick 4 cities, you pick 3 cities, whatever, pick somewhere. Show up on the scene and let people connect to you for real. And once they really, really feel your energy and they feel the love that's radiating from what you do, because just your story alone to be congestive heart failure. I have a friend that has congestive heart failure right now, right now, and I told him about you. Like, he saw you on LCA. He was on the track with me.
Wow.
I'm like, look, this is my. I tell everybody, this is my health coach. Darlaina is introduced as the premier health coach.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that that's my health coach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my health coach. She got a healing house in Atlanta. That's my health coach. That's how I introduce you to everybody.
Wow.
Because I'm like, she beat congestive heart failure.
Yeah.
Like, so many, and so many people. I had an aunt who died from that. You know, just that alone, that one thing.
Yeah.
That one thing alone can get you enough. We don't have to have a super large immense space, but we just need a space to show up.
Yeah.
And then we show up for people to show up.
Bridget, are we driving a truck or a van or a bus?
Me, I'm like, we can get a van. That's my goal. That's one of my other visions. It's on my vision board that I'm going to buy a
Sprinter. You popped out.
You might need a fleet.
Sprinter van. And then this is the thing. All of these things, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Right. All of these things can be covered with grant money. If we write the grant and present it to the government will give me a grant easy. My story alone would give me a grant. Yeah. But it has to be done properly. You have to put the wording together. You have to put the proposal. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do with this money? Okay, it's just like you gave us the assignment. You got $5 million, but what are you going to
spend it on?
With it?
Moving around.
What you're going to do with it. And if I need a fleet of vans, I need a thing holistically. I'm moving, I'm driving. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay. I'm like, can you hear me? I'm driving, y'all, so y'all know how that goes. But just all of these ideas that we write them all down, combine them together, put them in one business plan. If we find a person that is a noted grant proposed writer, and this is something that came to me the other day for me to get my nonprofit, because all of these things are covered under nonprofit. This is what I know. It's not something that I have to think about. You get your own nonprofit. I have a group that I started in 2012 called Enough.
Mm-hmm.
And Enough, I registered Enough with the government back then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just we're on the same page. We just have to write the vision. We're writing the vision. Now we got to take what we got and
you know what, Bridget,
put it together.
There's a gentleman named Tracy Brown. Tracy Brown is a 56-year-old man who has been, for the last at least 3 years that I know, keeping track of all the grants. He does all the research. He has a research group. He has a package right now for a lifetime fee of $256 because he just turned 56. $256, and he will give you all of the grants for everything. He got grants for women, grants for men, grants for young kids, grants for, it was so many grants, my head started hurt. And then as a part of that lifetime thing, he will also give you access to his research group. So if you say, I want to do this tour, where can we get money for it from? He will have his people to research it for us. Maybe that's something we can all do together.
Yeah.
Right.
Do
Maybe
that.
Right.
Kalaka the $256 and then share the information amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if we all, okay, for example, if you take 10 ladies and we all invest $250 into this gold, all of us, that's $2,500. Somebody gonna move something for us. They're gonna move something for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not a lot of money to invest in the totality of getting a grant that's gonna provide 100 times that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mhm.
And we honestly spend $250 on junk.
We do.
To be honest, we do. I know I do. I know
Yeah.
I do. And so we
Yeah.
just we have the vision. We have it. It's just time now to manifest. Manifesting requires movement. Faith without work is dead.
You too, Alan. You too, Alan. You too, Alan.
Right, absolutely, Alan.
Alan,
Alan
yes.
has come on
You're
board.
included. You're included.
Yeah, Alan, let UPS donate one of them UPS trucks. And we could bring the truck
Listen.
out.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
that's another way. Honestly, if we even get together as a business collective and present our vision to companies like car lots. Car lots donate cars to cars. It's like this is a tax write-off for them.
Yeah.
They'll gladly donate a van to a cause like this.
Yeah.
But they want to see what we've done. We have to give them evidence.
Yeah.
Maybe
what
we
we've
have to have a
done.
contest, like a contest, so that every city we're going to, there's someone in that city who's going to benefit from what each of us do, and we highlight that person so that we're changing lives as we're contributing to lives and
this is the
contributing to
original
what we
goal that
do.
I had. I deal with domestic violence, so I said we can go to a shelter in each city. They have women's shelters in all these cities.
Yeah.
Women's shelters have the venue. All we need to do is show up.
That's why I said come to them. That's the mobile aspect of it. Not expect them to come out of there to where we are. We come to them. If we have to set up in the parking lot, if we've got our own vans and stuff, that's what I said. Mine would have the tech stuff in it, so people come up in there. Like the bookmobile, I was in the country. We were so glad to see that library on wheels. Bookmobile.
And in the images of the things that I have on my vision, all of those things could be placed on the inside. There are buses that are created just for that.
Yep.
What Dr. Loretta talked about, it exists. It exists already.
Yeah.
People who are stars, they put all of those things inside of buses that run up and down this highway all the time. All the time. The 100 women, Darlaina, that came up in my memories the other day. Like, do you know what we can do with 100 women?
Yep.
100 women. If 100 women pay a subscription, or I won't say a subscription, I'm gonna call it an investment. If 100 women invest every month $100 every month, y'all do the math. I'm just saying, 100 women every month. That okay? Do the math.
Yeah.
We won't have to ask nobody for nothing. All we got to do is find out who got what we need.
100 women and one man.
And listen, Allen can bring 10 men, 110 men. Come on.
I'm working now for I'm putting together 100 men right now.
It doesn't, even the Bible shows us with Gideon, it doesn't take a lot of people to make massive change in the world. It doesn't.
It takes
Gideon
commitment.
thought he was gonna need an army of 100,000 men to go take over what God told him to do, and he said, "No, you don't need that many."
It
Every
takes
time he went back, you got too many. You got too many. You got too many. The remnant that God is going to use in this season is not going to be a large amount of people. We have everything we need. It's not coming. It's already here. What do we say? We do ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. It's already, listen, the money is already here. The Bible says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. Guess what that means? It's sitting somewhere waiting on us to show up.
Yeah.
and
It's
We
where the
claim it.
already know God multiplies.
Claim it.
ain't right. He
God
multiplies.
multiplies.
He
That's right.
that's why I said 100 women, $100 a month. Multiply that. I gave the same scenario to Christelle. And it may not, we may start with 10 women doing it every month. But we see what we're coming here. We've been coming here for over 100 days. We see what we possess. We see it. We're looking at it.
Yeah.
And it's women that are ready to go into go mode. God did not bless me to increase my territory to take that money and go give it to Netflix, Spotify, and all them other people. No. Invest into yourself. You are your brand. Invest into Darlaina. Invest into Christelle. Invest into Dr. Loretta. Invest into Sherry. Sherry, baby, everybody get married. Look, Sherry sell bridal pieces. I need a headpiece myself. I just thought about this last night. Like, I want something to go on my head in a couple of weeks. I'm probably too late for it, but I don't know. I gotta ask Sherry. Hey, Sherry, I just want a little cute band to go around my head to stand on the beach and look cute in my wedding dress. Like, hey, I'm marrying myself. Might I add? I'm not marrying a man. I'm marrying myself in the fact that I'm making a commitment to loving me the way that I should be loved. I'm completely healed in that area of realizing that. And so guess what? My healing is going to bring about the healing of many other women. But they won't know if I don't show up. If they ain't never seen or heard from me, they won't know.
Maybe you could get a piece that's a demo piece that she has on loan so that you can take those pictures. As a matter, because Christelle is doing a whole event.
Right, she's doing the whole thing. We're taking pictures.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing a headpiece for Brenda, but I have more than I have a plethora of ideas and pieces.
That could potentially turn into a whole shoot for you, Sherry. You send a few pieces with them, and they just randomly put them on those women that are the beach.
Because we're gonna do a photo shoot on the beach. And
where do we
go ahead?
Where do we
I
go
need a
to
headpiece, Sherry?
Good morning, everybody. This is Denisha. Where do we go to see your item, Sherry?
Oh, my website is Legacy Bolani. I guess I should write it in the chat, but it's legacy bolani.myshopify.com.
Funny, I'm typing it.
And if you Google Bolani, all kinds of stuff comes up about me and the company. Yep, that's it.
I definitely will look that up.
My Shopify.
Oh,
after the dot, yeah. Legacy-bolani.myshopify.com.
Yes. How do you like Shopify?
I don't 100% know yet, but I'm taking an intensive website branding workshop. And what she was saying last night is that when you zero in on your colors and your font, your fonts, so that if you look at brands, they have a recognizable look.
Yes.
They could be on any platform. It's your brand. So you could be on Shopify, you could be on Wix, you could be on Squarespace, but you use your colors, your fonts, your feeling, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's not the platform, it's your brand. So you want to hone in on what expresses your brand.
Yeah. If you look up Ray Dunn, Baby Rose sells Ray Dunn products. Ray Dunn has a specific font. And when I tell you she got this font on kitchen stuff, it's on towels, it's on mugs, it's on t-shirts. I recognize Ray Dunn anywhere.
The examples she used last night were Starbucks.
Yep.
The couple, you know, the couple that does all the rehabbing. I can't.
She got a
Magnolia Shop or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't remember that, but you know the couple I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She has this app that she can hover on any site and it will show you what platform they're using. So they're on Shopify, they're on Wix, they're on Squarespace, but you wouldn't know it's a different platform because it's the same colors, it's the same font, it's their brand. Yeah. And so it's just a continuous vision of who they are. So the platform, you know, doesn't matter. And right now, Shopify does have a lot of bells and whistles, but you got to learn it. Yeah. You know, and but yeah, they have a lot of partnerships already that help you to use all the different platforms, the social media platforms.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
yeah, that's Chip and Joanna from Waco.
Yeah. Chip and Joanna. Right.
Chip
and Joanna. That's
yes. What's the last name? I forget. But I watched that show. I love that show. I watched
that show too.
I love that show.
I love what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. That's part of what came up for me because there's 8 abandoned houses on my block.
Oh my goodness.
We about to have Darlaina Rose Way up in this smug.
Might have to come to Atlanta and buy another house.
That's what me and Mar talked about last night. Like we talking about building up spaces for people, and they right here on these houses are on my block. So all I need is a good investor. And because I was married to a contractor for 27 years, I know a good house from a bad house. I know a house that got good bones that can be rehabbed versus one that need to be torn down and start all over. There's so many things that I already know. He was like, what? Let's go. Let's go.
Right. You know, God orchestrated that. So
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. And that's like, who else tells us all the time, embrace all your experiences because they contribute to
what do you have in your house? That's
right. That's
what sent your home.
The willpower.
Absolutely. Well, we absolutely have gotten some food for thought today. I mean, this is so good. This is so good. So
I got to go get myself a notebook and write all those things down that you said, each thing that
so much
enough.
Absolutely. So yeah, so a little bit. Yes, communities. Listen, I said, okay, 8 houses. That means I would have 9 on this block. I would close this whole street off, and you would have to come through the gate to get up in this mud. The block. A gateway.
You know that's how Aquaba built her empire. You know, and she used one house to buy another house, to buy another property, to buy. You know, in my neighborhood, there was a whole block. There was this whole block where there were no shops and no stores. She bought both buildings, then put businesses on the bottom levels, and she transformed the neighborhood, really.
Wow. Well, this is definitely a historic neighborhood. And
there are grants for that because they're historic and they want you to restore them. Because I'm in Cranberry and that they have the plaques on the house when that house 18 something.
Yeah.
The only thing about historical areas, they will dictate how you can do certain things.
Yeah. They don't care about the inside, but they don't want you painting the outside. You know,
and you have to use certain vendors. So, you know, it could be
well,
good.
If they're giving you the money for it,
they don't care about
what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they don't care about who you use per se. They just care that you don't change the aesthetics of the building. Like you couldn't tear it down and put something else there. You have to keep the original.
Yeah, Cranberry looks they have historical pictures of the facades of those houses, and that's how they look. But they give you the money and such low loans and stuff. You know, it's worth a consideration.
Absolutely. So I thank you all. Like we definitely are a little bit over, but thank you so much for hanging out. And I hope that this was so helpful for each of you. I know it absolutely was for me. I've taken multiple notes. I hope you have as well. And you know, let's get out here and get on the ground running. And you know what they say, let's not talk about it, let's be about it. And so I will probably put together some Google documents that I will share with you on this tour, on Manifest, on the 100 women, and you know that the document will be set in a way where we all can add to it, and kind of, you know, let's get this 2023, because 2023 is now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So now o'clock.
So thank you again. Have an amazing rest of your day. Happy Friday. I will see you tomorrow. Team No Days Off. So bye for now. Have an amazing day on purpose.
As well.
Give yourselves a hug.
Yourselves a hug right now, Denisha.